live.
It's just not me again. Morning everyone! So you're actually doing it on Facebook now?
Yeah.
So hopefully you can hear me. But we're just testing the new tech for our live stream tomorrow. Hopefully it's working and picking up my voice. If you can't hear me too well, I wouldn't worry too much about it because I won't be talking very much on the actual event. But we're testing this new funky gimbal. I didn't even know what a gimbal was until a couple of days ago, where it's a DJI Osmo Mobile 3 gimbal, and what it does, it's a stabilizer for the iPhone or for any smart device. It's pretty cool because you can actually turn it landscape or portrait, and it tracks automatically without actually having to hold the iPhone. So it's a kind of electrical device that connects to your phone by Bluetooth. So we're testing it this morning with my good friend Dan Thorby, who's kindly holding the gimbal for me and riding the bike next to me at 7:30 on a horrendously wet guided busway heading from Northampton towards Cambridge. So tomorrow's the big day, so I'm still going to do my 5k today to keep up in line with my vlog challenge. But Dan's just going ahead of me, he's just trying to speed me up. Doing that. But yeah, feeling a little bit anxious about tomorrow, not going to lie. The weather forecast is pretty poor. It's chucking it down now, but to be honest I would take today's weather because it's not that windy. I think wind is going to be really challenging to kind of overcome in the suit. The suit as well will absorb the rain quite quickly, and it'll be really heavy to kind of run in, and that's going to be a challenge as well. The mask, although I can kind of breathe in it, well, obviously I can breathe in it, I won't run a marathon, but I'll probably lose maybe 15% of my breathing capacity. That's not really bothering me too much. When I've been playing around with the mask, it's really tight and it digs into your cheeks as well. So I'm trying to do some alterations to the outfit today at some point. Maybe some Vaseline, maybe some kind of protective plasters or something, so I don't get really sore cheekbones. So not that I'm vain, but I don't really want these massive scars on my cheeks. So yeah, so there's quite a lot of things going on. I think I'm more anxious about this event than I am any other run, pure and simply because I don't think people appreciate the preparation that goes in to promoting an event on social media. It is brutal, and something that I've not done before. So it's a little bit of an experiment to see how much traction we get with this. I mean, Dan has been amazing. He's helped hugely on kind of leading this. But and even though I've got quite a bit of experience on social media, I haven't done a launch as such. And although I've got the systems and processes in place for my vlog, that's easy. I just do a video recording, drop it into a shared drive. The VA's put it out there. There's no stress on me. There's no time other than having to do something once a day. Whereas this promotional stuff, it's stories, it's telling stories, it's doing something a bit different, it's giving updates, it's almost feeling like you're repeating the same message over and over again and people are just going to get bored. But hopefully we'll get some traction. There's quite a lot of support I've had, so I'm hugely thankful for those people, and we're trying to raise as much awareness for the charity Fab Kids, which is an amazing charity. They give kind of disabled and vulnerable children equal opportunity and accessibility to things that they perhaps wouldn't have access to without the support of charities like Fab. And I think in today's world, every child should have as much opportunity as the other. So it's something I'm really passionate about, and we've got some cool stuff to tell you about Fab on the day, about some of the actual events they do, some case studies from kids and stuff as well. And hopefully that's going to inspire you to understand more about the charity and possibly support it in the future. We'll be fundraising again for next year, so I won't be so kind in my requests. I'll be coming for money again next year, with a bit of luck if we get back to some form of normality. But hopefully I'll be running normal marathons rather than this ridiculously boring, long, quiet guided busway. And I'm pretty sure tomorrow it won't be as quiet, because one thing about this year's London Marathon is that, obviously being virtual, it's probably the first opportunity the wider audience has a chance to run it, because if you try and run it in London, you have to raise normally at least £2.5 grand. It's selected by a charity, which is, it's almost like a ballot for each charity, let alone a ballot for actually getting into London Marathon direct. So this year it's been kind of this all-inclusive, anybody can kind of pay and run it, and it's really easy to get into. Obviously it's nothing like the experience you're going to get in London Marathon, and I joke about this all the time when people say, oh yeah, it's going to be easy for the support of running in this outfit, but the difference between doing this and the guided bus run, you can see, right, so there's a bus coming, you'll hear, that's about as much support as you get on this, whereas London Marathon, there's a million supporters watching you the whole way around for 26.2 miles, and you can't fully appreciate until you've been and done it how much adrenaline and push and drive that crowd give you. Here's the bus. It's as much support as you get on the guided bus. But anyway, it's, especially when you're in an outfit or something, everybody will call your name, and it just gives you that extra maybe 10% that you wouldn't get on a normal run like this. So what I'm asking for during my virtual world record attempt tomorrow is if anybody who sees the stream, just to click on it, share it first and foremost, because I want to get this message out to as many people as possible. Then number two, please just give me a little comment. Abuse is fine, okay? I can live with that, because it'll probably make me laugh, I'll probably find it funny, it'll probably G me up a little bit in some periods where inevitably I'm going to be feeling pretty low, but it will give me that little bit of a lift, because I'm under no illusion this will be the hardest run I've ever done because of the restrictions, and I've done 4 or 5 ultra marathons. I think this is my 5th marathon, so okay, I can do the distance, I know that, but I don't think people would appreciate how much the marathon takes its toll on you when you're going for time, and secondly, how brutal this outfit is. I thought, I've just talked about in previous episodes, that the ninja outfit would be quite a nice outfit to wear. I thought, yeah, happy days, it'd be less restrictive, you know, wear skins, and wouldn't be a problem. But when I got the small print through the Guinness World Record, my heart sank. First and foremost with the barefoot, the barefoot style running, and that is, I thought it was going to be hardest, and to be fair, that has been pretty brutal, but I'm 9 months into training in these things now, so it does feel fairly normal to run in them. I've had 6 calf tears, which is horrendous. However, it's probably stretched and strengthened my calf muscle to some degree to be able to take running in these for longer distances, and I have done up to 15 miles in these shoes now, in this footwear. So the footwear is actually probably the least of my concerns at the moment. It's now more about the breathing, the overheating the mask, how heavy it gets when it absorbs sweat and precipitation. That sounds like a weather forecaster. But anyway, so that's the big challenge, and also I'm not as prepared as I would be if I was doing a marathon normally. The week up to it, I'd be pretty chilled, pretty relaxed. I have been a little bit on edge this week, and I'm not somebody who normally suffers with too much with stress or anxiety or overwhelm or anything, but I have been a little bit this week, pure and simply because this is something completely new, and I just feel gutted if all the effort has gone into it and we go, right guys, we're going live tomorrow, and just a bit of tumbleweed goes across the screen. That would just be heartbreaking, and then that will probably have a knock-on effect, because I'll be thinking, oh crap, this is rubbish, and I'll be in a negative state of mind for the run. So I'm a little bit anxious about that. I think I'm fitter than I've ever been. This vlog has kept me in pretty good shape. I did a vlog episode not so long ago about how to lose a stone of weight in 60 days without trying. That's the result of running every day and kind of eating a little bit healthy. So there's not a lot of me anymore. I'm pretty fit. I've got the miles in my legs. Fitness wise, I feel good. It's just all the other stuff that kind of comes with this. And the other thing that people don't appreciate is, you know, I'm building this up. Everybody's like going, oh yeah, Kev, you'll smash this, no problem. You've got this in the bag. I don't share that level of confidence at all, because having run in the outfit, and I can't get the Cambridge Half Marathon out of my mind, only back in March, mind you. Fair enough, I hadn't started my running vlog then and my training and everything, but I limped around in 2006 and I didn't have nothing left for a half marathon in that outfit. And to be able to have to do that twice, I wouldn't have been able to do it that day. So we've got to hope that this training has given me the confidence to actually get around the marathon distance, which I'm sure it has. But it's whether I can get around in the time that I want with the reduced capacity that my body will be able to produce in the running environment based on what I'm wearing and how restricted my breathing is, etc. So yeah, there's a lot of things going through my mind, but I'll do my best. That's all I can do. I'm super competitive, so I won't let it beat me in terms of effort, but at some point in time, if my body just says, you know what, you ain't doing this, no matter how much my mind tells it to. If you hit the wall in the marathon, I talked about the wall before in previous events. If you hit the wall, it's there's nothing you can do. I'll fuel as best as I can, but ultimately if my body is working harder and burning fuel faster than I'm able to take it in, I will run out of energy. It's like a fuel tank. And I will hit that wall, and I think I've used the analogy of when you hit the wall before. I've hit it before and I have managed to keep running, or run walking. Well, when I say run walking, I was still walking pace but in a running motion at my first ever London Marathon. But just to summarise it, I was so weak and frail, my vision was tunnel vision. We were running down the embankment in London, there were 20 deep either side, all screaming your name. I could hear it, my vision was blurred and tunnel vision, I couldn't see the crowd. So my head was down like this. I was going at a walking pace but in a running motion, and I was so weak. I said if anybody would have brushed past me, I'd have just fallen over and probably fallen asleep instantly. You know, anywhere. That's how depleted and weak my body was. And then I collapsed on the finish line. So that shows how much this stuff does take out of you. But let's be positive. That's not going to happen. We're going to break that world record. We're going to get, I don't know how many thousand views, and we're going to get the message out there about a wonderful charity, a smaller charity that needs more support, and that does make huge difference to some children's lives out there, which really need it. So that's what we're doing it for, and let's not get caught up in the whole need to break the world record. Let's be honest, it's a PR stunt. I wanted to do it for fundraising, was the main kind of reason I was doing it to begin with. Since we decided that's not right because of COVID and people's financial issues with this global pandemic, we thought, right, let's raise awareness. And it's secondary to what I wanted to do, but still I think it can be incredibly worthwhile, and it can really help the charity. Just look at my watch because I'm actually going to turn around now. Dan's going to try and catch me up. So we're going to keep hopping on the spot, see how Dan does this. And I'm going back this way. But I've already done 3 kilometres. So just going back, I'm going to end up on 6 kilometres now. And I didn't want to do more than 5 today. So basically, if I fail, she'll fall down. It's not telling me I've done 2.5 kilometres. But just a bit about the support crew as well. That's the other thing that's kind of stressed me out. Like my 4 guys that are going to be cycling with me, they're all business partners in the different businesses that I kind of operated. And there's Jack Wicks, there's Chris Taylor, there's Roy Lavid, and there's Challen Smith. And thank you guys, because I couldn't do this without you. However, and it's all on me, I'm pretty sure they're turning up tomorrow morning at 8:30, haven't got a clue what they're doing other than riding a bike and holding a camera. But a bit more confidence now because Dan is holding this gimbal pretty still, and I'm hoping it's streaming quite well. So it's nailed from a streaming perspective, but it's making sure the itinerary for tomorrow is all set up, it's all correct. The guys know what they're doing. I want to be tomorrow and I'm thinking about this, and I just want to turn up, do my same routine I do before the long-distance race. I might post some stuff up about my routines later and my nutrition plans, and I'll also post where I'm going to be on the guided bus at different points based on say, just give us a bit of support. But yeah, the stress is organising things for the other people, got everything they need. I had to order holding little handles for everybody's phone, because I'm not sure if you've tried cycling, holding a smartphone really challenging. So having something you can actually hold the handle, kind of rest on the handle as you're cycling. I mean, don't get me wrong, running the fast you should be. I'm running about just over 500k. But it seems to be quite easy for that on the bike. So the guys on the bikes will be nice and slow, easy to control. But they've all got a recording device that they're going, right, somebody's going to be holding this gimbal with my phone, which is live streaming. Somebody's going to be holding a separate phone with massive storage, where we'll be recording a backup recording. Somebody's got a backup device, so if anything happens to the first two recording devices, we have a backup. There's like 3 different battery packs as well. They're going to have to be plugged in long cables so the battery packs will stay in their rucksacks. Somebody's going to have all my gels, my water, my energy blocks will be drip feeding me every 15 minutes. So there's somebody's going to have to be holding all of the documentation about the charity so that when we're broadcasting in, and it has to be laminated because obviously it's going to be raining. So all these bits and pieces, when it's laminated you can't fold it into the pocket, so all these little teeny logistical things that you don't really think about. And then as the person doing the event, I'm just thinking about them rather than doing the actual event, which is a big enough challenge for myself. So loads of things to consider, but I am extremely grateful for those guys, and especially Dan, who's holding the gimbal. I'm not saying this because he's holding the cycle next to me.
So kind.
And if he's I know him, just chuck the gimbal on the floor, just like quick down the pan, and my iPhone's probably worth about 500 quid as well, so 600 quid difference in Dan. But Dan's been amazing. He's unbelievable knowledge of social media. I think we've had quite a good level of knowledge between us in sharing things that we've done in different experience. And he's kind of project managed all of this, kind of kept me on point, told me what I need to do, when I need to do it, and it's been invaluable. I wouldn't be able to do this without that. But I'm a little bit annoyed that he will be sitting nicely in a warm kitchen somewhere with some mug of tea and his slippers on. He will be doing the back office side of this, so responding to comments, trying to push it out there during the feed, which is a super cool job. But I need to take that out of my mind, because I'll be thinking of him eating his bacon patty in his nice warm kitchen, which pretty depressing if I'm running in this and hanging, but hopefully he might bring me something to the finish line to refuel myself. So that's pretty much it. Today I'm not going to keep rambling on for the sake of rambling. I'm pretty good at rambling on for the sake of rambling, and I am pretty good at doing it when I'm running. And interestingly, I was saying to the guys the other day, I've done a couple of lives in this past couple of weeks, and I've been vlogging every day now for 130 odd days, and you get to this stage where you really don't care about your delivery. Well, you do, but your delivery becomes better without worrying so much about it. But when you're doing it live, you're holding the camera, holding your phone, and you're not quite sure how it's going to go. And then your mind kind of plays tricks on you, whereas your mind never goes blank when I'm pre-recording a vlog episode with my good old favourite 360 degree action camera with a visible selfie stick that you'll see those days. Doing it with different tech, it's just a different environment. It plays different mind tricks on you. But I was using the analogy, it's a crazy analogy I know, but you know, like you get some singers or rock stars that just have to have a guitar because it makes them comfortable. Like I feel strange running and talking without this, without my 360 degree action camera and selfie stick. 'Cause I've run with it so many times, I know switching hands, I know where to hold it, I know all this. My hands are like, not quite sure what to do with them. But hopefully you can see that, yes, my arms do work. And when I'm running in that camera, it edits the selfie stick out. It looks like I've got a bit of an issue or a limp. So hopefully you can see that, yeah, I do have two hands and they do work. But wish me luck tomorrow anyway, guys. I'm not going to carry this on any longer. As always, my tagline is stay positive, stay happy. So abuse me on that tomorrow to make me stay positive, stay happy, because mentally my mind's going to wander in all sorts of places tomorrow, especially when I feel like I'm dying. So wish me well, and let's do our best for this amazing charity for our kids. Let's get the message out there. Let's make more people come to the table to support it, because like many charities, it's almost, thank you, like many charities, it's probably almost gone out or gone under this year, like so many others have, which is an absolute tragedy with the amount of work and effort they do for the good of others. So let's try and get behind this. Let's try and get a bit of support, more than that bus, and let's try and do our bit. So thanks for your support, guys, and I will see you all bright and early tomorrow. Might do a little live or something a bit later, depending on what Dan tells you to do. But if not, I'll see you tomorrow on the live stream, and wish me luck. Bye.